Hey, it's Dr. Karen. Welcome to the Spiritual Medicine Digest for the week of February 3rd, 2025. And our topic today is 2 quick fixes for sensitive souls who are feeling exhausted. But before we get to that and our TOLPAKAN Healing Activation, would love for you to click the subscribe button, perhaps the notification bell. So every time I do a new video, you'll be notified. And every week we aspire to have a TOLPAKAN healing method activation for you to actually receive, because I love giving. And then you can emulate that as well. And of course, remember, if you are not new to this channel, that we have a light medicine community on Circle. We'd love for you to join. We'll put all the links below. Okay, so our topic, 2 quick fixes for sensitive souls who are feeling exhausted. Now, before we get to the fix, let's talk about the symptom. The symptom is exhaustion. I'm not just talking about tired, right? Oh, I'm tired today, or I'm a little tired today. I'm talking about exhausted, okay? And that's like if somebody pulled a plug and all your energy just drained out. Now, there are weirder causes, sometimes dimensional or spiritual causes for chronic fatigue. We talk about these kinds of things in the light medicine community, but 2 things that are really, really common for sensitive souls that cause this profound fatigue where you feel like you have 0 energy. You have to just lie down and sleep. And even after you sleep, you're like, I'm still tired. Okay, that. Number 1, your etheric body is not grounded and anchored into your physical body. Now, this is different from, souls, the actual soul being untethered and detached and all sorts of weird stuff like that. I'm talking about your etheric body, and that can be loosely described as the energetic version of your physical body. Okay, so just imagine that your organs and glands and cells and everything has an energetic blueprint for that, and it should be, while you are awake, ideally, it should be connected and grounded into your physical form, your physical materialized body. But for a lot of us sensitive souls, we can get very ungrounded. Now, what are the symptoms of being ungrounded aside from profound fatigue? Okay, for me, sometimes it is feeling a little bit spacey, but more often than not, it is that I might trip over something. I might, my head might feel like it's in the clouds a little bit. Now, sometimes it can feel like what I also call polarity reversal, where sometimes our energy is running the wrong way. And at that point, my mood actually can shift and change to like irritability. For sensitive souls, there's a lot of causes of everything. But if I am, tripping, spilling milk, something like that, I'm either not grounded. Okay, my etheric body is not fully anchored into my physical body, at least 75%, or I'm reverse polarity. So we don't have time to talk about reverse polarity today. We've had some in other videos, but if you want me to talk more about it, you can, post in the comments below. Okay, so that is number 1. Your etheric body is not anchored into the physical body. The second reason for a lot of sensitive souls, and especially those who have low blood pressure. Now, low blood pressure can be a sign that your adrenal glands, your stress handling glands, are like a little bit pooped out. If you've been, quote unquote, burnt out, you've been sick, have some certain diagnoses like fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue syndrome, things like that. It is likely that your ability to make, store, convert, distribute, and receive energy in many different forms is not optimal. Again, we can talk about that in another video. For today, what I found for sensitive souls who tend to have low blood pressure or tend to like feel dizzy when they first get up. That's another sign of low blood pressure. Or at least the autonomic nervous system that controls blood pressure is not really regulating quickly, okay? And one can feel really spacey, is that you don't have enough salt. Yes, I'm talking about sodium chloride, but not just any salt. I'm talking about good quality salt, because the kind of table salt that we have, at various different non-health food restaurants, right, is very, very highly processed. Sodium chloride is as devoid of all the other, 80, 70, 80 other minerals that it normally comes with, and is not really structured in its natural form. It's highly, highly processed, and sometimes, added iodine, because a lot of people blow iodine. Iodine isn't as much a problem, but I think it's just not natural. Okay, so that's better than nothing, though. So, just as an example, I was teaching at the Light Warrior Training Camp. It's a live in-person 5-day intensive camp that I do periodically. And one of the participants was feeling really spacey and tired, like just really spacey, having a hard time concentrating on what we were working on, what we were, doing, healing, etc. So I did a quick divine muscle test, and she was this typical type where, she wasn't fully grounded, number one. Number two, she needed more salt. So I muscle tested that she needed more salt. And for most people, 90% of people, they're not salt sensitive, causing high blood pressure. Okay. So that whole, I'll call it mythology, that people need to cut down their salt, that's a very small percentage of people. And I'm wondering if these people didn't do table salt and did other kinds of quality salt, like Redmond's from Utah, or Himalayan crystal salt. You have to be careful, because sometimes there's high lead in certain ones. There's some other ancient mineral types of salts, Celtic sea salt. There's other ones that are much, much more healthy, right? So if you are able to, I'm not your medical doctor, so you have to check in with whoever it is as your healthcare provider, or your inner wisdom, if having more salt is for your highest grade is good, okay? In this particular case, I asked her, would you be willing to take a little handful of salt, like, a teaspoon, maybe a little more, down it with some water. She goes, I'll do anything, right? So she did. And literally, and this is the whole class, just watching her over a span of 1 to 2 minutes. And you could actually see her energy coming back. She goes, wow. And immediately, now, of course, she was not home, but immediately she had Amazon ship her a bunch of salt, a good quality salt, overnight. It was hilarious. Anyway, so, and I recently was with my mom as well. Now, she tends to be one of the ones with low blood pressure. And unfortunately, she was following my dad's high blood pressure recommendations, which was low salt. And she was so dizzy all the time, unstable, And the other day she said, oh, I got such bad cramps. Of course, I'm doing divine muscle testing on the side, right? And I'm checking, minerals she needed, magnesium she needed, salt. So I thought, okay, well, let's see if I can convince her to take more salt at least, and because she likes Himalayan crystal salt, I turned her onto that, so she really likes that. So she made her soup really salty. Probably didn't taste very good. She probably could have just, downed it like I had suggested. But anyway, she said the cramps were almost all cured. So I know we're talking about fatigue, not cramps, but here's the thing. It's really, really common for highly sensitive people, especially those that tend to get a little spacey and dizzy and not grounded, to not have enough salt for whatever reason. And a lot of us actually don't eat a lot of processed food from McDonald's and, other, fast food, because we tend to want to be healthier, because we haven't been healthy possibly, right? So we tend not to have a lot of salt, but sometimes we really need the salt. So those are the major reasons, 2 quick fixes as well, that you can help yourself. Now, if you're like, okay, so my etheric body is not my physical body, what do I do about that? Well, we're going to do that in the TOLPAKAN Healing Activation today. Now, just remember, use your own intuition, whether you need to take more salt. And if you do divine muscle testing and you get a yes, it would be for your highest and greatest good to have more salt. You can test the dosage, how often, how much, when during the day, etc., etc. Sometimes it might be multiple times a day. In fact, most of my water that I drink every day is salt water, not plain water, even though it's structured. My body just likes a lot of salt. What can I say? Of course, I'm doing a lot of energy work, so that could be related to that. Okay, so for the 𝗟𝗏𝗚𝗚𝗡 healing activation for today, we're going to do a grounding activation for you. And so I'm going to intermingle a little bit of grounding meditation as well. This is specifically designed to help you ground your etheric body into your physical body. Okay, ready? So if you would like to go into the still point with me, you can go ahead, and this is the easy way to get in. It's just to move your body a little bit, rub your hands, get some feet going, get some chi and energy flowing. All right, and relax. If it's safe for you to do so, you can go ahead and close your eyes. Start feeling in the body. Sometimes this is enough to get you grounded. Start feeling any movement in the body, tingles, waves, pulses. All of that is just fine. So just continue following that feeling or flow wherever it goes. And I'll do the 𝗟𝗏𝗚𝗡𝗡 healing activation. You just make the intention to receive. I now command that your etheric body be fully grounded and always possible while you're awake to your physical form. And anything preventing that be healed now. I now command the automatic alignment activator, auto healing bubble, be downloaded and activated to you to auto ground your etheric body to your physical body. Go ahead and anchor it in place while you're awake, and it is for the highest and greatest good. And may this automatic alignment activator, healing bubble, be downloaded and activated to all versions of you and all timelines where you exist with ease, speed, and grace, if it is for the highest and greatest good. So just imagining your etheric body that looks exactly like your physical body, kind of merging with your physical body, being anchored in place. There are anchor points in the head, the shoulders, the hips, the knees, the ankles. According to activator, healer, coach, trainer, teacher, Marcus Bird, you can go ahead and just imagine that as well, if you'd like. So you might notice that there's more feeling, more energy, more movement in the body once you are grounded. Some people actually feel a little heavier, and that's not a bad thing. And let us do one more 𝗟𝗏𝗚𝗡𝗡 healing activation. Okay. In this way, this one actually is one you could do every day if you'd like. And it is a little bit more all-encompassing. I won't go into detail what it all means, except that it's grounded in all ways that are for your highest and greatest good. With 𝗟𝗏𝗡 healing, nothing happens unless it's for your highest and greatest good. So that's a really nice safety net there. Okay, here we go. I now command that you be grounded in all ways possible while awake, the highest and best way, all directions of time with ease, speed, and grace. Anything preventing it be healed now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so you can open your eyes if your eyes were closed. I would love for you to type into the comments. Let me know how that grounding mini meditation and 𝗟𝗏𝗚𝗡𝗡 healing activation felt for you. And just remember, you are a sensitive soul. It may be necessary for you to practice grounding, especially if you're not getting enough sleep for whatever reason. I don't know anybody like that. And to take more salt if you feel personally that it is for your highest and greatest good. And here's another advantage. When you are grounded, you're able to materialize and manifest things that you're intending and dreaming about. Wouldn't that be nice, right? Whether that be healing or money, prosperity, good relationships. Yeah, it behooves us to ground, because we tend to like to play up here in the spirit realm, right? Let's ground it and create that heaven on earth together. Are you with me? All right. So remember, love to check in with you with Circle. We have a light medicine community there with the links below. And I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Much love. Hey, thanks for watching my video. And if it resonated with you, would love for you to give it a thumbs up. And hit the subscribe button, perhaps the notification bell, so every time I do a new video, you'll be notified. And feel free to share it with anyone that you think might resonate with that message too. In the meantime, would love to connect with you in my light medicine community. We have free mini healings every month and all sorts of really fun things that we do. Not only that, but also we get to lovingly share and support each other in a safe space. It's free to join. I'll put the link below, and I look forward to seeing you there. And remember to introduce yourself when you first come in so we can all say hi. All right. Thanks so much, and we'll see you there.